Hey friends, it's your girl Terry. Hope everyone's having a great day. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're not. So happy to have you here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please take a moment to do so. I would appreciate it so much. My name is Terry and I have wax empties today. It's going to be some retail wax and some vendor wax. Everything else has been separated out into separate videos. I have some candles because your girl Terry does candles and wax. So my candles are being posted separately. My Scentsy is being posted separately. But in this video, we've got retail and we've got vendor, mostly vendor. I do love me some good vendor wax. So if you're interested in seeing what I got through this week, 1 week's worth of time, I'm still staying on par. Stay tuned. Alright guys, we will start with my non-wax empties. I finished up a buttercream and butterfly. I've talked about this before. The scent notes on this are raspberry nectar, iris petals, and airy vanilla. I'm not loving raspberry these days, but I still enjoy this one. You do get a good amount of the raspberry in there. It's very sweet. You get a good amount of the vanilla too. It's not too floral, I don't think. It's kind of a sweet floral undertone with quite a bit of vanilla. I like it. It's enjoyable. I wouldn't say it's my favorite scent, but I gotta tell you, I love a good butterfly. So I have been known to buy things because of packaging. So I have a number in my stash. But I do enjoy the fragrance. I have it in all the things. All right, let's see. Wallflowers. I inserted quite a few. Caribbean Escape. This is going on in my downstairs bathroom. This has tropical melon, raspberry nectar, and creamy coconut milk. This is smelling quite nice. It's doing quite nice down there. It took a little bit to get off the ground, but every time I walk in the bathroom down there, I get hit with it. It's very tropical, beachy smelling, and I'm here for it. Poolside Cabana. This one is in my general bath upstairs. This one is tropical banana, solar coconut, radiant orange flower. I was so here for this because I love scents like that. I love a tropical banana. I especially love banana mixed with coconut. Banana and coconut, they speak my middle name. But this one's just kind of doing light. I can smell it. It's there, but I wish it was stronger. And I do have it with a scent control plug, and it's turned up. Actually, that's not true. That one's in my bedroom bath. So I got the wrong bathroom. That one's in my bedroom bath. Yeah, I've turned it up to high. I'm not getting much from that at all. Pink Lavender Espresso. This one is in my general bath. I realized I was wrong on the bathrooms when I remembered when I saw this. I was like, oh no, that's in there. Rich Pink Lavender Caramel Espresso Beans and Smooth Vanilla. This is one of my favorite scents ever. I wish they would release this in body care. I would love to have some body creams of this, but I love the candle. I love the wallflower. It's so good. It's performing so well in my general bath. This one is one that I have on repeat purchase. All of those and the body cream, by the way, are from Bath & Body Works if you don't already know. All right, let's get started on the wax. We'll start with retail first. I've got one Walmart wax, or it can be found at Walmart. This is ScentSationals. They also have their own website, so you could get it on ScentSationals' website. This is Island Papaya. Have no idea what the scent notes are, but I would say it does have a good amount of papaya. I smell some other tropical notes in here. I think there's some pineapple. Definitely some other tropical fruits, maybe some passion fruit. This one wasn't my favorite. It was strong though. So if that sounds good to you, stop by your local Walmart and pick up one, because she was strong, but it was one that ended up taking out early because it just became a little bit too much. I don't really love papaya scent, so I'm not sure why I picked it up. I must have thought it smelled good on cold, and that's why I did it, but not a repurchase for me. All right, and then we just have Kringle. So from the Country Candle line, I did coconut and blueberry tart. This I finished up this week, but I also have this going today. This is one of their daylights, which are really a burnable candle, but I take them out. You can see the wick and everything is gone. I take them out and put them in my crock because I get stronger performance from these if I do. I don't really burn candles in my bathroom. It scares me. My bathrooms, none of my bathrooms are on the floor I'm on. They're either upstairs or they're downstairs. So I don't burn candles in them. I melt wax in them, but I don't burn candles in them. But yeah, coconut and blueberry tart. So I got 2 of them there. This one I actually have the candle going on in the kitchen too. This is a good fragrance. And it's interesting because the first time I got the candle, I didn't get very good performance out of it. But I did enjoy the wax melts. I would say these melt at about medium, maybe the lower end of a medium, but they do okay. You get basically like a blueberry. I don't really get like bakery as far as tart, but I feel like the blueberry note itself is tart. Yeah, it's really good. You get that coconut, you get that creaminess. It does have like this tart note about it. I'm enjoying it. It's a fragrance that I like, and I am really shocked that this has not made it to the Kringle line yet. Like, where is it? Because I feel like this is a pretty beloved scent. So I'm like, where is it? Ice cream sandwiches. I finished up this candle recently. In fact, I forgot to put the candle in my empties because I went ahead and cleaned out the jar before I had a chance to talk about it. And then it was forgotten because I wanted to keep the jar. It was one of the 3 wicks. I wanted to keep the jar to put my wax in to melt. Yeah. This is coconut heavy. It smells like vanilla chocolate, strawberry, so Neapolitan ice cream to me, but with like a heavy note of coconut. I enjoyed it. The wax melts did okay. The candle did great. Oh man, it was really thrown down. So that was pretty delicious. Kringle's line. This is a transient. It migrated over to the Kringle line, but it was in the country line. This is Tropical Waters. I wanted to revisit this because I went back and looked at my previous review of this. And I did not love this. In fact, I mentioned that it kind of crossed to cologne to me. And then I recently was watching Rachel's video, and she was talking about how this kind of reminds her of, was it Fiji White Sands? No, I think she compared that to the Fiji candle. I think she compared this to Tiki Beach. And my nose is usually on par with Rachel. So I was like, oh, dang. Maybe I need to revisit it. I will say I enjoyed it more this time. It's very aquatic, fresh, clean, tropical in a beachy way. Not so much a fruity, although there is some fruit element here, like a sweetness. Maybe a little bit of like a pineapple in the background. I don't know what the scent notes are, but I kind of get that. I don't get a lot of green from it, but I will say that this kind of had like that little bit of a cologne element to me again. And I feel like nobody else says that. But then I realized, you know what? It's kind of like, it's not like full-on cologne. So don't let me scare you with that. It's kind of more like a clean, fresh cologne. So it has me kind of thinking, this is kind of like your aftershave kind of thing, but like a very clean, fresh version. Not so much cologne-y. I enjoyed it. I'm thinking about picking up a candle. So I liked it. And I probably liked it even more because I don't tend to go for scents like this. But as I was saying earlier, I wanted to revisit because I usually smell things the way Rachel does. I feel like this is closer to Bath & Body Works Turquoise Waters, which I do have that candle down in my stash. I think it's closer to that. But man, I got excited when I heard her say Tiki Beach because I love that candle. Love that candle. But I'm going to pick it up. I liked it. I like Turquoise Waters okay. It's one of those candles where I'm like, yeah, I like to burn it every now and then. Although it hasn't been with Bath & Body Works in a little bit? I don't know. It's been a while since I purchased it. But the jar I have it in is so pretty. But it's not one that I like stock up on. But I enjoy that. So I'm going to pick up the candle. All right. Let's talk about the gift gala shop, you guys. I did 2 wax melts. So the first one I'll start with here is Wildberry Vanilla Chai. The gift gala shop is 100% soy wax company, small business based in Texas. And this was part of her first version, or her first line of summer collection fragrances. This one smells basically on cold as it does on warm. You get a good bit of that Wildberry. You get a good bit of the spice notes. I don't think it's too spicy, but I do think if you're sensitive to spice, you probably will find this to be too spicy. But there are some chai fragrances out there I'm like, it's a little too much spice for me. This was nice, but at the same time, I don't feel like I need more of that. But let me tell you, it was a really good performer. Very strong, very long lasting. I only used 3 cubes, so half the clam in my bedroom at a time, which is usually what I do with the gift gala, because her wax melts have been performing really well for me. Several nights. I finally took it out because I was like, I'm just ready to move on to a new fragrance. Not in my top favorite line of fragrances, but it was okay. Lemon Pound Cake. This one I was kind of interested in because I've heard some raving about it. And I've also had some struggles with some lemon fragrances as far as candles this year that have kind of made me feel like I'm done with lemon fragrances. I will say she has a lemon gelato fragrance out now that I think I picked up in the wax melts, because I'm just like, I'm not trying another lemon candle, I don't think, this year, because it's not going well for me. This was nice. It was one of the better lemon pound cake fragrances I have smelled. I recently burned Kringle's lemon drop cookies. I didn't like it. I loved how it smelled on cold. I did not love how it smelled on burn. I ended up giving it to my daughter. It was like basically the whole candle. I burned it twice. And I was like, no. But this was nice. At the same time, this was not real strong. It wasn't light by any means. I could smell it. But this was the only one I've tried so far from Shelby, who owns the Gift Gala shop, that had to use the whole clam in my bedroom, which I don't usually have to do. I don't have a problem with doing that. But they're not cheap. I think these are $8. $7. They're $7. $8. I was thinking caramel sundaes. These are $7. But I feel like they're worth it because I usually get 2 worms out of them. But this did last for quite a bit. So I still feel like I got my money's worth. And I really did enjoy the fragrance. I agree with Amy over at Beloved Fragrance Finds. I feel like this is heavier on the buttery pound cake. And I like that about it. So that was pretty good. I would probably pick that up in the candle at some point, but not anytime soon. I'm just done playing with lemon fragrances this year. I think I'll still do like lemonade and stuff, but lemon gourmand, I think I'm done playing with them. All right, peeps, that'll do it for retail and small business. Let's get into the vendor wax. That's all we've got left here, and I've got a number. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this is 1 week's worth. I did have some work from home time this week, and I also had an extra day off. It is Memorial Day today that I'm filming this. This will probably not go up for 2 weeks. I'm about 2 weeks as far as my empties are concerned, but maybe I'll get it up in a week. We'll see. You'll know when you're watching this, like, Terry, you're so behind as usual. That's okay. Give it to me. Just give it all to me. But yeah, this is 1 week's worth of wax. I was thinking about filming my June melting basket. I went down and pulled a bunch of wax yesterday, and I was like, oh, this is kind of overwhelming. I have so much wax. So I just decided not to. So you probably won't see a June melting basket video from me. But maybe I'll feel the energy to do one for July. We'll see. Southbound, I did watermelon fresco. We'll start with my one-offs. This is watermelon, sea salt, fresh lime, mint, ocean mist, sugarcane, and a hint of sparkling musk. I like this. I've had this in a sample from her, and I really enjoyed it. It's very, very much a candy watermelon. Jolly Rancher for sure. I get a little bit of the mint note, but not a lot. It's more like hint of mint to this, and I am fine with that. I don't love lime, but I find mixed with melon, I can tolerate it, and I actually enjoy usually. Yeah, this is candy perfection, honestly. It's just a fun scent. It's one that, you know, I wouldn't feel like I needed to have, but like to have from time to time. Let's talk about this big bag of, I mess with this bag. That's because Mary's wax is really soft, but this is, I'll show you the label close there. This is Going Bananas. And this is banana nut bread, zucchini bread, and sugar cookie. You guys, I've talked about this before. This is so good. Yeah, this was one of her really big pumpkins. I don't think I took a picture of this one, but I do have a picture of a prior one that I did with like strawberry pound cake and something. Maybe strawberry pound cake mixed with beach nights. So if I think of it, I'll insert that so you can see what they look like. But they was like big as my head. It was like 19 ounces of wax. Yes, there's 19 ounces on here. This is from August 2024. So going on 2 years old soon. This performed fantastic. Fantastic. It was so strong. I got lots of worms out of it. I forget how much these retail for. I think they're 30 something. I want to say 36, but that may not be right. But she does these like in customs every now and then. And it was just so good. I need to get her to make more of that because so good. So good. Pumpkin zucchini bread from Dessa's. This is fusion of zucchini bread and pumpkin cake with a hint of spice. I would beg to differ. I think this had more than a hint of spice. And I felt like the spice was a good amount of clove. A little heavy on the clove to my nose. It was not my favorite scent from Dessa's, but she has so many that I do love, so no big deal. I would say the performance on it was pretty good. A little higher than medium, I would say. Swanky, I did cherry strawberry sugar cookie cream cake. This was a souffle. I did it in my open space the other night. I enjoyed this, but this is a really interesting fragrance. It's really more candy-ish than anything else, and her cherry leans a little bit slightly waxy to me. But at the same time, I actually enjoyed this. So I think I really like the combination of the cherry and the strawberry together. I do pick up a bit of the cake note. I don't really smell the sugar cookie. But it's more fruity than anything else. And there was just something about it. I was smelling the air and I was like, I don't think I love this, but I do like it. So that was interesting. So there's that from Swanky. The Pharmacist's Daughter, a Melted Girls World. This is strawberry jam, pie crust, vanilla ice cream, and whipped cream. By the time this goes up, their third pre-order of the year will probably be over. Let me know in the comments below if you ordered anything. I'm waiting for when they post the final list as far as what will be in the pre-order, which will be on June 4th. But like I said, by the time this goes up, that will probably have finished up. So yeah, let me know what you got if you did. And then there's one pre-order left. And I gotta tell you, I was really hoping for more pumpkin scents in this order. There wasn't a ton of my favorites. And I'm a little concerned that I still haven't seen Sweet Mountain Java. This one was okay. This, I mean, nothing extravagant. This basically was like your strawberry shortcake kind of scent. Very similar to that. I liked it. It performed okay, about a medium. I don't know that we'll see that again. Probably not. Vanilla Sky from Rainbow Melts. This is Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds, Vanilla Wafers, and Vanilla Caramel. This is a delicious scent, you guys. It's so pretty. BMC heavy. Her BMC is truly nice. Very sweet. And I find sometimes I'm like, some scents it's just so BMC heavy. Like, it's nice, but like, am I getting tired of BMC? I'm not sure. But not with this. I really liked what the vanilla caramel note does to this. That was really lovely, and I would get it again. And she tends to mix this with other fragrance blends, so I would definitely get it again. Rose Girls Buttercream Banana Bonfire. So this, I think, is a version of her Banana Beach Bonfire, which I really, really love from Rose Girls. I know I have it sitting over there. I can't remember if that's the exact name. But I had been begging Jenny, like putting it on every request post, and she had not poured it. And then this showed up, and I thought, well, it's close enough. It's her banana bread carbs, beach bonfire, and buttercream frosting. So that was basically the scent, and then this added buttercream. So I thought, well, it's close enough. This is from last June. Let me go ahead and order that. In the meantime, I got her mama, Kathy, over at Macaron Wax Melts, which has now closed. So sad, because you know, whenever you really love something from Rose Girls, whether it be a Kathy original or, you know, Kathy was just so good at pouring your requests. So you could get something from Jenny, you can get something from her. You never had a problem getting your wax. So I missed that she's gone. But I got to tell you, the buttercream being added to this, I think just kind of watered down the scent that I really liked. So I would not repurchase that again. It was just too light. It couldn't hang in my open space. I took it upstairs. It really couldn't hang in a small bedroom up there. I did it in my bathroom. I could barely smell it in there. I could smell it. It was there, but it was one of those hover over it. So I will stick to the original. It was interesting because not too long after that, Jenny did finally pour it. So I was like, ah! Rocky Top Waxworks. I did a sample of Heavenly Grace. Love that little bag. This is Sweet Grace, Marshmallow Musk, and Cashmere Cedar. This little piece of wax was pretty small, but it did do okay in my bathroom. This is a perfumey scent, as you could imagine. But it was soft, and that's kind of how I like my perfumey scents. I even could have taken this a little bit stronger, but I'm not sure it was the wax that was a problem. It was probably that I just didn't have enough of it. But they did do it in my bathroom. I thought that was very lovely from a girl who doesn't tend to love perfumey scents. I thought that was nice. Salted caramel and pistachio. This was going in my small bedroom upstairs this morning. 4 cubes and 2 cubes in my bathroom. This, I think, basically is like her version of Boom Boom. So this is salted caramel, pistachio, butter, coconut flowers, whipped cream, vanilla, sugar, and white chocolate. This is from last June. This is from my dad's birthday, June 21st. Yeah, this one was quite light. And it may be that I just let it sit too long because, I mean, we're going on a year here. We're almost to June. So I didn't get much from it. I will tell you that by the time I went back upstairs, usually I'm up and down. But my daughter came by this morning. We worked on putting a couple shelves together downstairs because I'm working on rearranging my wax room down there. Which is actually my rec room. But to me, that's my wax room because it's nice and cool down there. It's just basically storage, really. It is my first level. And a lot of people that live in these townhouses out here, they really do that level up. Mine I just store it because honestly, I have enough space between these 2 levels. I have a 3-level townhome. I have lots of space between this level and the top. I don't even need that level, and I have a garage, but I couldn't keep the wax in the garage. It's not like a thermostat controlled garage, so it gets pretty hot out there. Anyway, I don't know that I would get it again, but like I said, I kind of checked on it late, so it could have just worn off by then because, you know, some vendor wax only lasts for a few hours, so that could have totally been my fault. Second and Spruce, I did Winter's Lost at Sea. This is Lost at Sea, which is ocean waves, sea breeze, grassy dunes, dark berries, and hints of sweet fir needles. This is from November 2024. This is a lovely fragrance. It did okay in my open space. I could smell it. It was probably about a light medium, which shocked me because usually fresh scents just like boom. But it just did okay. I don't know that I feel like I need that one again, but that was nice. Also did Lollipop Guild. This was from her Wizard of Oz order. This is, well, she called it something. Was it the Emerald City collection, I think? She just did her RTS that featured her one collection and some other stuff. I did place a small order. I didn't go too crazy. I went in there to try to find those damn freebies. Well, first I focused on what I wanted because I was like, if I focus on the freebies, I'm not going to get what I want. So I focused on checking out what I wanted, which I mostly got, and then realized when I went back to look at my confirmation that I actually checked out with 2 of a scent that I'm pretty sure I'm not going to like because it has raspberry in it. But I did want to try one, so I meant to check out with one, and then I meant to check out with this other scent, which is like this apple pie scent. I was feeling also unsure I was going to like it because it also had caramel in it, and I don't tend to like caramel apple scents, but Erica said it smelled like baked apple pie, so I was like, I'm just going to try it. I totally missed that, and that sold out. So by the time I realized what I had done, I don't even know how I did that because I'm not usually that sloppy, but I was this time, sloppy little mess. By the time I realized what I had done, it was too late. It was gone. But I didn't find none of those damn freebies. I didn't get nothing. So anyway, that's okay. All's fair in the game of love and war, right? Fruity lollipops. Fake. Did I just say fake? Fake lemonade. Let's start again. Fruity lollipops, pink lemonade, raspberry puree, and cotton candy. This is from April of last year. This is just a fun scent. Very candy-ish. You do get a good dose of lemonade. Yeah, this is just fun and kind of youthful and just, it was just a fun, fruity candy vibe, and I enjoyed it. I wouldn't feel like I would need tons of it, but it would be a fun scent to throw in your cart every now and then. Lavender and Speckles also has a pre-order coming up that, I don't know, I'm really kind of thinking about getting a few things because she's offering clams, and it's a really budget mindful way of getting some scents. But I have so much L&S in my stash that I've been kind of taking it easy. Beth is probably like, where is Terry? Because I have been ordering every opening from her, but she has lots of openings, and I'm like, I just can't get through it as fast as I was buying it. So I have tempered off and just trying to get through what I have. But I'm kind of thinking I might place a small order because I really like her clams. They're easy to store. I can fit quite a few of them in a bin. I can do them in my bedroom. So I have yet to go over her list, but I have time. So I'll make a final decision. We shall see. But again, by the time this goes up, that will probably have been passed. So comment below if you picked up anything in the Lavender and Speckles order. I know she's doing samplers. I am staying away from the samplers. I just don't need any more of those. But if you went in, let me know what you got. Salty from Lavender and Speckles. This is Earl Grey tea, salty sea air, lavender and coconut milk, and marshmallow fluff. I knew I wasn't going to like this because it has lavender. And it has a good amount of lavender. It is a sweet lavender. I think the lavender and coconut milk is probably one oil. It is a sweeter, and I can handle it okay with the coconut milk, but just not my favorite. But that's only because, you know, your girl Terry just doesn't love lavender. Christmas trees and cookies. I know, way out of season, but we've been getting a lot of cooler weather here. So today is actually cooler. It's in the 60s, but it's super humid. So that's why I'm in my tank, because like I'm just like, you can see my hair, it's frizzy as hell. I'm about to go out and get a shower soon. All right, Christmas trees and cookies. Roasted pine cones, rich vanilla buttercream, and freshly baked sugar cookies. This is from December 2024. This one was light. This was in her softer wax. And I feel like her harder wax holds up better over time. For me, personally. I like to use her softer quicker, and her harder stuff I usually let it cure, and then it holds up really well. Like a couple years later, it still smells great. So that one was just a little lighter for me. I could smell it. Mostly what I got was the pine cones, but it was nice. And I think I may have had this before and enjoyed it. So I would get it again, just warm it sooner. L3 Waxy Wonders. I did Blackberry Bling, Earl Grey, and Salty Sea Air. This was a cute little flower shape, and this one was pretty fruity. I got mostly the blackberry. I don't pick up a lot of the Earl Grey. I do get the salty sea air note. So I mostly got fruit and salty sea air. And it was fresh and kind of clean. That's kind of what salty sea air does to your fragrances. It was nice. I enjoyed it. Don't really feel like I need it again. But that doesn't mean it wasn't good. It's just like, when you have as much wax as I have, like, they need to be exceptional, right? Coconut cream, vanilla lace, sugar cookie royale, and pineapple sorbet. This was like one of her mystical shapes, mystical bars or whatever. I don't know if she still makes those. This was nice. I actually enjoyed it. It doesn't smell very strong in the bag, so it kind of led me to believe it wasn't going to be very strong, but it performed just fine. I did this in a crock up in a medium bedroom. And I enjoyed that one. That was good. All the blueberries. This is one of her pies. And I was so excited to melt this because it smelled so good. And you know I love me some blueberry. So it's every blueberry beautifully blended into one pie. Rose Girls needs to do that. I know she's done it with cranberry. She's done it with strawberry. She needs to do it with blueberry. Or if she just has one blueberry oil. But she could do blueberry muffin, blueberry cobbler, just blueberry, fresh blueberries. Oh, she needs to do it with blueberry. Yeah, this smells so good in this bag. Oh my gosh, so much blueberry. It was nice in my warmers too. I really enjoyed it, but let me tell you, this one did not agree with the bottom of my warmer dishes. It was such a mess to clean out of my warmer dishes. If you do Scentsy, think about the mess that Perfectly Wicked makes in your dishes, the Sanderson sisters. This did the same thing. And I was like, what the hell is all this brown? It was like they were cooked into all my warmer dishes. I was not happy because this was large and I decided to do the whole thing. So I had a lot of warmers going. I would not buy this again, even though I love the scent. I don't want to clean that out again. I don't know. Call me crazy. I did use rubbing alcohol. I do it all the time. So I got it out, but I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood, y'all. Super Tarts. I did, what is this called? Plum cookies. You can barely see it. It says cookies there. See how light that is? This is plum. I always struggle to read these labels. Who was it I was watching lately? She was struggling to read them too. And I was like, girl, you are not alone. I do too. Plum, coconut shavings, and sugar cookies. This was okay. I'm like kind of in my plum element, but I kind of like plum more in the cooler weather months. So it was okay. I don't feel like I need it again, but I enjoyed it. Frosted Tangerine Roses. This I was psyched about. So this is buttercream, tangy tangerine, and rose cream. Now the buttercream note would be different, but I was kind of hoping to get a little bit of Bath and Body Works rose tangerine tea. I'm probably saying that in the wrong order, but they had a fragrance that had those three notes, and I loved it. Wish I had stocked up because I have not seen it back. I think it was part of the aromatherapy collection. This was really nice, though. Yeah, this was nice. Oh man, it would be nice if she added a tea note to this. I do get a little bit of that buttercream element. It did kind of cream it out. I get a healthy dose of rose for sure. But I think that the buttercream really toned it down. And you kind of get the orange a little bit more in the background. I would like it if the orange was even a little bit heavier in this. When I first warmed it, I did 2 cubes in my bathroom. And I was like, oh, this is rose heavy. But I did the rest of it in a medium-sized bedroom. And that more open space really helped even keel out the fragrance. And I really enjoyed it more in there. So it really does help sometimes to warm in different areas. It was a little rose overkill in my bathroom, but perfect in the bedroom. I got more of the other scent notes. So I would repurchase that one. I like a nice rose fragrance every now and then. Sassy Girl Aroma. I warmed a sample of grapefruit. Don't know what the scent notes are, but this was grapefruit. Kind of has a little bit of a spiciness to it. I'm not huge on grapefruit, so it was okay. It performed okay. And I always appreciate a sample. Red Mill. This was from her Easter collection. This was one of her, like, mini loaves, which they're astonishing. They're beautiful. Full of chunks. Oh, I love chopping them. Strawberry, satsuma, and cotton candy. This smelled as you would expect it would. You get the citrus vibe from the satsuma, which I believe is a Body Shop type. The Body Shop type. The cotton candy just adds a lot of sweetness here. It was very candy-ish. You get a good dose of the strawberry. It comes across to my nose as like the fresh picked strawberry oil. I don't know why I can't talk today. I enjoyed it. Not one I feel like I need again, but I liked it. Vanilla strawberry. This one has been in my stash for a while. I'm trying to get through some of my... I keep finding some stuff from 2023. I'm like, dude, I'm still working on 2024, and I still have a lot of 2024 wax. Vanilla strawberries, vanilla and sweet strawberries. This was just one of those scents that I'm like, it's okay. I like it. Don't necessarily need it again, but I enjoy it in the moment. I finished it up. Obviously, I liked it. I did about a medium in my open space. So, you know, melon strawberry. I know I don't sound like I'm too overly enthusiastic about it, but I liked it. Teddy Bees, last vendor. I've got a few here. I don't know how you say this. Is it Spanish? If it's Spanish, it's Gran Canaria. Or is it not Spanish and it's like Canaria? I don't know. This is Beach Treats, Peach, Nectar, Jasmine, Violets, Notes of Fresh Citrus, and Softwoods. This is from March of 2024. So this is 2 years old. I find that Teddy Beeswax holds up a long time, so I don't much worry when her stuff is a couple years old. I tried this out because it had been sitting in my stash for a little bit. I actually had it pulled for a little bit and just hadn't gone around to it. I had it in my bedroom because it smelled like it was a softer scent on cold, and I thought I need to do this in my bedroom. So I had it sitting up there for the longest time. And she offered it in the recent pre-order, and I was like, I need to try it and see if I want more. I did not get more, but there was nothing wrong with the fragrance. It was pretty. It was definitely a softer fragrance. I would definitely say bedroom kind of scent, even though it's not necessarily like a bedroom scent. But it just, there's no way this would have been able to perform in my open space. So I enjoyed it. I just didn't feel like I needed more of it, but I thought it was pretty. Cotton Candy Sweet as Gold. I did the whole souffle of this in my open space. I'm not sure why I took that chance with a cotton candy scent, but I did. Whipped vanilla, strawberry shortcake, marshmallow fluff, vanilla cotton candy, orange blossom, caramelized sugar, and rich icing. This is from September of 2024. This did okay in my open space. I mean, it wasn't a boomer by any means, but for a cotton candy scent, it was ultra sweet. You're going to get a toothache when you warm it. But I enjoyed it. It kind of had like this. Did I say pink sugar anywhere? No. I feel like it kind of had like a pink sugar kind of vibe to me. Very sweet, very sugary, kind of sponge sugar like vibe. I like this. I think I have another one in my stash. So this one would be one that I would probably maybe pick up a tub from time to time. It did about a medium, maybe just slightly under a medium in my open space, but I was pretty happy with where it was, which is be crazy for strawberry pretzels. This is warming in my space right now, and truth be told, I'm not getting a ton from it, and I thought that it smelled pretty good in the bag that I thought it would do in my open space. I do the whole souffle, and I've got a number of warmers going. I've got 1, 2 going over there, hot plates, Julianne included. Hot plate next to me, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have 3 of the dishes full in my Accord, so you might as well say 9. There's like 10 warmers going in here, so I feel like I should smell it more. And it smells so good in here. I get a good dose of the pretzel. Sometimes this dish burns my hand, so yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to pick it up. It's too hot. It's too hot to pick it up. That little sucker gets hot. It's a Yankee, but man, it's hot. So this has scent notes of birthday cake, pecan waffles, sugar cookie dough, a pinch of cinnamon spice vanilla. All of that is her, which is be crazy. And then you have strawberry pound cake, strawberry frosting, and soft pretzels. I mean, it smells delightful in the bag. I just wish this was a little bit stronger. It's so good. Love how it smells in this bag. And Tiffany really did her thing on this because Witches Be Crazy tends to take over a blend. It's pretty strong. But this is very, very equal dosed here. I feel like the strongest note I get is the pretzel. And then I get the other notes. I do smell the strawberry pound cake. So she blended this masterfully. Maybe I would try it again. I know that her wax formula is being tweaked. So maybe I would try it again in her new formula if she offered it. I actually think I have more of this because I thought I was going to love it. And I do. I love how it smells. Just wish it performed better. Last blend here. And oh, she's a good one. Beach Blanket. This was in the recent pre-order, which closes today. I bought 2 tubs of it. And I plan to go into RTS and get more. So this is the scent of cotton sheets, ocean air, and fresh coconut. This is from February 2024, so it's 2 years old. This was one of those blends when I first got it. I was like, it's okay. I smelled it again after it had sat for a while, and I was like, oh, I need more of this. This smells just like Bath and Body Works Fresh Coconut and Cotton. I'm guessing this is her dupe. Yeah, I have the candle out in my kitchen, and they smell just alike. This is a boomer, you guys. Like fresh, coconutty, not overly laundry, but it is potent. I can see how some people would not like it because it's very, very strong. But I love coconut. I love coconut mixed with all the things. I like it tropical. I like it creamy. I like it milky. I like it in laundry. I just like it in everything. I am a coconut girl through and through. And that was a scent from Bath and Body Works that I loved. I do have a half a dozen candles in my stash and some single wicks as well. Thank goodness, because we haven't seen it back in a while. I don't know why they get rid of fragrances. I mean, I'm sure it's because it didn't sell well. But things that actually perform. Anyway, this one's a banger. And oh my God, all day fragrance. All day fragrance. Like, I did not have to change my wax at all that day. Like I said, I bought 2 tubs and I plan to go on RTS, and I'm going to get more because I don't want to be without this. And she had not brought it back in a while. I requested it. I stopped requesting on Tiffany's posts because, not because I just never get my stuff poured. She's actually put the stuff up for voting, but my stuff never gets voted for. So obviously most people's noses don't like stuff the way I like stuff, but that's fine. The request post just gets so overwhelmingly large. People love their teddy bees, and by the time the request is done, like, you know, I do my best to go through and vote on others and not repeat, but you can't help it. There are over 1,000 comments on these request posts. That's how popular they are. Stuff gets lost. I don't know how Tiffany keeps track of it all, but needless to say, I'm not very good at getting my stuff poured, so I kind of give up. I just let everyone else vote, do their thing, and then I wait for the list to get posted, and I order what I think I'll like. So that's that. But oh my gosh, glad to see it back. But like I said, I am just stocking up on it because I don't know when we'll see it again. But it was so good. All right, let's talk about favorites. I didn't pull any favorites of retail wax because it was just okay for retail wax. I mean, I really like the coconut blueberry scent, but it's a repurchase. Vendor wax, I have 3 here. I've talked about this. This is a repurchase, but I've talked about it before. I love this one, this Going Bananas from Harper James. I love it. She really did her thing with that. Vanilla Sky from Rainbow Melts. I don't think I've mentioned this as a favorite before. I think this is the first time I warmed it, but I know, I don't know. Did I do a sample? I'm not sure. I think I did it mixed with other things. So we'll count it new. Oh, her BMC is good. That's really nice. Vanilla Sky. So that's up there in my favorites. And if you couldn't tell, Beach Blanket from Teddy Bees. If you are a fresh coconut and cotton fan from Bath and Body Works and you are missing that fragrance, go into the RTS and get it. Because by the time this goes up, I know I said that a lot during this video, but I mean, obviously the pre-order is closing when I'm filming this today. Go into the RTS and get it. But leave some for your girl because I'm planning on getting more. And I'm not going to feel bad about it. Anyway, guys, that'll do it for my wax empties for the week. Let me know in the comments below what you've been warming, what you've been enjoying, what your favorites have been, maybe what your not so favorites have been. Please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it so much. It does help my channel. It helps with the algorithms, all the things. And I will see you next video, guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.